Hey y'all, what's up, honey? Happy Sunday. What's up, everybody? What's up, Pauline? What's up, Alicia? Hey guys, please let me know. Hop down in the chat, you guys over on YouTube, and let me know that you all can hear your girl when she is talking. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me on this Sunday morning. We're about to get into the finale of Ready to Love. Okay, are we glad that it's over? Are we ready to get to the reunion? I'm ready to get to the reunion, and I'm wondering when they're going to roll out the next season that they're going to have. So nobody said anything in the chat, so I want to believe that you guys can indeed hear me clearly without any issue, because if you couldn't, y'all would have said that, right? Give me 1 second, y'all, and then we'll go ahead and hop into what's up, reality show binger? What's going on, Chris? What's up, Phil? What's up, Kerr? Okay, perfect. All right, y'all. So let's hop right on into this review. Okay, so we get with Sydney and Phil, because y'all know on last week's episode, Phil had that link up with, what's her name? I don't forgot the lady name that quick. Shiloh. I really did not do that on purpose. I really forgot that quick. What's up, Yolandria? What's up, Toyomi? What's going on? What's up? Right, Pauline. I'm so ready to get this over. Hilarious. Let me see if I can cut my heater on, honey. Hold on, give me a second. Because she be making noise and stuff. Okay. Oh, y'all hear her? Y'all hear my heater acting up? Girl, my feet be cold. I be needing heat on my feet. But she over here, I ain't got time to deal with it. I should have got it together before I did this live. But anyway, girl, we just gonna be cold feet today. All right. So Sydney decides to meet with Phil because she wants to get his side of the story when it comes to what all happened with he and Shiloh. So she meets with him to discuss the situation, and she wanted to make sure that he wasn't representing himself the way that Shiloh was presenting him to be to the ladies, right? So he lets her know that he was actually trying to make the best judgment for them. Because remember, Shiloh got upset with Phil when they was out at the restaurant. I'm sorry, not at the restaurant, but at the bar. And then she decided to storm off, walk down. She about to go down a damn dark alley. Meanwhile, he like, girl, where's you going? But we know the whole time she really wanted him to chase her. That's what it was really giving. So instead of just, walking with her, he decides to scoop her up and go and put her in the car. Just put the lady in the car. She didn't like that. She felt violated in a sense. So she came back and told the other ladies how she was feeling, right? But honestly, we all really know that he wasn't choosing her for real. Okay, he wasn't giving her the attention and what she felt she needed. So that's why, they was going through their struggles or whatever like that. But anyway, he felt like he made the best judgment call for her safety. So he felt like it was best for him to just scoop her up and put her in the car. I still feel like he shouldn't have put his hands on her, touched her at all, especially with her being angry, because that also could have went a different way, right? She could have just started fighting him out of nowhere because she's upset. So you got to be careful with stuff like that. So I feel like if she didn't want to be touched, don't touch her. She want to go down a dark alley, let her go down by her mother's self. Okay, if that's how you want to be, ma'am, go ahead, go on and do you, right? So he says that he does hate that, he hates to hear that it bothered her or it affected her the way that it did, right? So he does hate to hear that. And it kind of looks like on Phil's face, that he was kind of bothered. It looked like he was disappointed. It looked like he really did hate to have hurt her feelings a little bit, right? That's how it was coming off. Or either it was an act. Maybe it was an act that he was trying to put on for Miss Sydney, girl. I don't know. But let me tell you what was not an act. That haircut. And I was feeling every which way about it. I was like, why the fuck? And how the fuck? Why you ain't got your haircut? Why you ain't getting your haircut on a weekly basis? You work that much, you that busy that you can't get your haircut on a weekly basis, especially considering the fact that you're going to be filming this show. It bothered me so much. Okay. It bothered me so much, especially when he went to go and tell Sydney his decision. And I don't know if y'all saw the little white stuff that was going on in the back of his head. I said, oh God. Now, how is Sydney going to feel about this when she go back and look at this footage? Because I'm over here like, I would have felt the way like you're going to have to keep your haircut, sir. Okay, gonna have to. But anyway, girl, let me see what else we got over here dealing with Sydney and Phil. She says that she pretty much, to me, what she said, or I'm paraphrasing, she pretty much said, I don't give a what Shiloh said. I don't care nothing about what Shiloh said, because that's not how you have presented yourself to me. I'm only focused on how you've presented yourself to me, and that's all that matters. And anybody that really knows you, Phil, they know that you're not that type of person. So there's that. Like I'm just gonna rock off of how you show yourself to me. So okay, I already knew that was gonna be her MC all the way, that she was heavily defending him last week when she was like, I've never seen that person ever. I've never seen that person. He said never done. And I'm like, okay, just because you've never seen it doesn't mean that he can't show himself to actually be rough or whatever the case is. Even though I do feel Shiloh was putting 20 on 10. Okay, 50 on 10. I definitely felt that way. But outside of that, it's like everybody has another side that they can show. Okay, so there's that. Let me see what you guys are saying over here in the chat, honey. Yes, she said that, and it bothered me. Like, girl, you don't know this man exactly. And then Slick told her mama, I'm not gonna say that I love him. I'm not gonna say that I love him, but you know, I like him a lot. And I'm like, okay, all right, you sure? You sure you don't love him, girl? What else? This episode was boring. It really was. It was extremely boring. This is when you know it was boring, when they was bouncing between the couples when they made the decision on on who's choosing who, the way they was bouncing back and forth. And the way, maybe it was just from me writing my notes. And I was like, y'all dragging this out because y'all really ain't gotten in off of us in this final episode. This final episode really could have been wrapped up in 2021. But y'all wanted to come to us with the bullshit in 2022. Okay, nah, that's fine. We got it. We got it, girl. Y'all could have just came to us in 2022 with the reunion. Let's be honest, okay? On live, the cast was together and was clowning him about not having a haircut. And he said he wasn't getting one because of the pandemic. But his hair was cut and looked nice in the live, though. Oh, okay. Okay. We're still in the pandemic. So he decided to step out. He decided to go ahead and step out. Okay. Of course you won't see it. They never been on a situation that warrants him to react. You don't know how he handles things. Agreed. Agreed. Let me see what else y'all were saying up here. This scene gave Bondi justice. He really said he made the decision for her. Made me really change my mind about the situation. He is steadfast. Yeah, I understand. Morning, y'all. Thank God for the YouTube notification because your girl be having a slow Sunday. And I understand. Thank God for it, too, because YouTube be acting a little funny with sending out the notifications, girl. It was given damsel in distress, although she put herself in distress. Walking down that alley. Girl, she just wanted that man attention, honey. People made absolute statements like they could never be irritated due to their emotions. Stay perfect, my friends. Ooh, okay. So you like, here go Phil. I like the DC Ready to Love. Okay. I guess you're going to like the next one too, because aren't they saying the next one is going to be in DC as well? Shout out to everybody over on TT. Feel free to join the conversation over here on YouTube as well. The link is in the bio at jamithatsme. Thank you guys so much for joining. Yeah, so I think the next one's going to be over there too. She pulled a Naeem talking about, I can only take a decision about you depending solely about how you treat me. Girl, and she kept saying he was very protective as if she was low-key shading. Ooh, child. Shading Shiloh. Girl, I pray the next one is not in DC. I think that's what everybody has been rumoring, right? It's back in DC. I think it is. I think they did 2 seasons in Atlanta, 2 seasons in Texas, and it looks like it's gonna be 2 seasons in DC. Yikes. Well, I wish them good luck. We'll see how that's gonna work out, baby. Courtney spoke on the live about the Shiloh incident and said she had Phil go get her because she wasn't listening and she was ready to go. You know what? I did see somebody say that Courtney was there. I don't know where I saw it. I don't know if it was on a video or something, or if maybe y'all said it in the last live, but somebody did say Courtney was there. So somebody else can speak to the foolishness that Shiloh was out here giving. And you're supposed to be an intimacy coach. So when you say you're an intimacy coach, girl, I'm expecting you to be more in tune with your emotions and stuff. Hello? Let's see what else y'all saying. You thought it was in Miami? Are they getting one in Miami? Now you could be right, Gwen. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. It could be in Miami because the way they're filming Ready to Love, it's like quick. Okay, while this show was airing, they was filming the next season. So while the next season is going to be airing, they're probably going to be filming another one. So it's probably going to be one in Miami. I think they were still filming in DC. So we'll see. We'll wait. We'll wait. It's a lot of speculation, so we can really just wait until we get an official press release about what's coming up next, y'all. And side note, speaking of what's coming up next, honey, I'm excited to talk about what's it called? Ladies Who List Atlanta. I'm excited to talk about that, y'all. That show is definitely giving right out the gate, the first episode. What's going on, Sam? Shout out to Sam. Thanks so much for being in the chat. The season was trash. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, I see a lot of people saying Miami. Okay, so I'll keep my ear out for that. I would love that actually if they did leave DC and just went to Miami. But it does make sense if they do another season in DC and then turn around the following season is in Miami, because it seems like they spend 2 seasons in each location that they've gone to so far. So yeah. All right, cool. Okay, so Queen E posted it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check out her video. I'm gonna check that out. I like her. I'm gonna go check out and see what she says about that. Thank you, Naturally More. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. So everybody meets up with Nephew Tommy. So all of the remaining individuals, couples, undecided couples, all of this, okay? They meet up with Nephew Tommy about the next steps. And this is where Nephew Tommy feels that the guys should allow the ladies to now meet their families. So that's going to take place. And also, if you have yet to make your final decision, it's about that time to make that final decision. I feel like we got quite a few couples out of this season in comparison to some of the couples we may have gotten in the last few. I feel like we got quite a few, but we'll see if they still going strong, okay, at the reunion. So Frank is really feeling the pressure when it comes to choosing between Sydney and Mumin. Honestly, I feel like Frank has already made up his mind. I think Frank been knew what it is that he wanted. And I think he just enjoys having fun with the other person. But I think that Frank already knows what his answer is going to be. He's just acting. He just, pretending, girl. He over here for play. Yeah. So hold on, let me add something. Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to add this thing up here because I know I have it. I just gotta find it. Oh dang. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, child. There we go. Okay, perfect. Just in case I need it. All right, great. Now, so Sabrina and her wig. So Sabrina and her wig go and talk to Walter about him having second thoughts about moving forward in the process with her. Okay, she says that she's getting shaky vibes from Walter. She said this before. Okay, that she's getting shaky vibes from Walter. She can't tell whether or not he's really interested in her or not, because Walter don't hit her up like that. And Sabrina strikes me as how I am. Like, I don't like to talk to a person I'm seeing, I'm dating, I'm with every other day or every 2 days. I'm not that BIT. I don't know which one is. I need to be in constant contact, okay? Because we're best friends and that's just how it goes, okay? I don't need to just sporadically talk to you, okay? Although I do have some real best friends that I talk to sporadically. But when it's my man, no ma'am, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk more often, okay? And I feel like with them going through this process, you would think that he would reach out more so that he can make a clear decision on whether or not this woman is truly the woman for him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel her on the whole, like, I don't talk to him enough, so I'm starting to side out this situation. He's already showing me in this process that he's not really giving me everything that it is that I would really want in a relationship. So Walter has communication issues, and I don't, y'all. I thought I had, sorry, y'all. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I hate when I do that. Whenever I tap this mouse, y'all, my screen comes down and then it goes black. So sorry about that. Yeah, so shout out to Sabrina for kind of like recognizing that when it comes to Walter. Walter used to not answering people. That's how he is. He still got that playboy energy in him. And Walter, I don't even know why you came on this show wasting America's good time and energy, acting like you out here ready to love when you just ready to party and you know you ready to. Let's be honest. So there's that. What else? Frank and his cousins. Frank cousins, y'all. No. Frank Cousins was over there overhyping him. I said, y'all so fake. I know y'all not going to like speak down and tell his negative sides of him. I know y'all not going to do that, but y'all fake. Period. And that's how I was feeling. Let me see what you guys said about Walter and Sabrina. I was annoyed with Sabrina because she's been saying the same thing about Walter for the past 4 to 5 episodes. She should have left at least 3 episodes ago. Well, at the end of the day, Sabrina strikes me as a woman that wants to win. She be thinking this stuff is a game. So for her, she trying to win. That at the end of the day, it was a game. Yeah, when I was dating my husband, we didn't go a day without talking to each other. We lived in different cities and hours apart, but made it to work. No excuse. Exactly. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hey, everybody on TikTok, honey. Let me. All right, y'all. I am coming back. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Okay, let me go back to y'all comments to see what y'all were saying. When it comes to your husband, yeah, when I was dating my husband, we didn't go on a date without talking to each other. We lived in different cities and hours apart, but made it work. No excuse. 1,000% agree. 1,000% agree. Frank's cousin did not understand the assignment. They didn't. They didn't. They just didn't. Sabrina was used to having men drop at her feet, but Walter wasn't feeling her after she said that she was a dancer. I feel like Walter wasn't feeling her from the beginning, even though that's how it came off, right? It came off initially like, oh, wow, Walter really likes her. Like, okay, I kind of like them. I wouldn't mind seeing them together. Well, as the show progressed, I was like, oh, no, baby. Walter was never featuring her. Never featuring her. And I still feel like he was playing games with Newman. Even if Newman came at him wrong, he was playing games with both of them girls. So those are my thoughts. I think Dante and Aisha, Camille, and Cornelius are probably the only ones still together. I can see that. And I'm still shocked by Cornelius and Camille. I don't think that's an authentic relationship, but okay. I still think Camille crazy, y'all. Sorry, Camille girl. I still think you crazy. Yes, Frank's family was fake as fuck. They was definitely overhyping him 1,000%. And I feel like with Frank's tone of how he likes to talk today, how are you? I can't even do it. But the way that he likes to talk, he be overhyping his damn self with his voice. For sure. Sabrina knew Walter was not for her way before decision day. Come on, Courtney. Come on, Courtney. She knew this just like Shiloh did. Hi, Jamie. Yes, Frank's cousin said he was perfect. Really? Right. 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 It was giving some weird energy, girl. I said, do you like your cousin? Girl, I guess. Frank's cousins were a motherfucker. And Sabrina was big capping with his family, talking about his aura. His aura was everything. And I knew he would be in my life forever. Huh? Who said that? Walter, who doesn't pay you dust? Yikes. Well, it was an initial. And remember, he made her feel so comfortable in the beginning that she started to just open up the floodgates about her life and stuff, right? So he kind of got her right there. And a lot of y'all already pinpointed it by calling it trauma bonding. The only sad thing is that I feel like she was the only one bonding. He wasn't. I feel like he was the only one that wasn't bonding right back with her. Walter was probably dating outside of the show. You know I'm with you when you're right, because I believe that too. Walter is Joel 2.0. Shout out to Miss Misha. Ooh. Ooh, child. I don't know. I feel like maybe he'll Joel 1.0, because I feel like Joel was off the chain, baby. The way Joel was about to be eliminated, he didn't want the words to come out old girl Liz's mouth. Joel was a wholehearted mess. I feel like he is 2.0. 1 and 2. We may have to put Walter at 3. Maybe that's what it is. Sabrina is gangster. She waited to the finale and told him exactly she wasn't choosing him in the end. Right. Hilarious. She was definitely I guess you could say gangster. Definitely gangster. And his face was cracked. Hilarious. Cornelius too afraid to dump her. Walter low-key wanted Newman more. He did an interview and lit up when he spoke about her. He spoke highly of her. I bet he did. Those the only two women. Those the only two women wanted Walter. Did the woman meet the family already though? Which woman? Did who meet the woman already? The one he was dating outside the show? Thank you so much, Brianna. I appreciate it. Why would Frank family talk bad about me to a potential? But that's the thing, Phil. It's not about talking bad, but it is when you overhype and it's fake as hell. So if you come to me like, just keep it above. She said, what are his flaws? His flaws could have been like, he he needs to make time for his family because he is a workaholic and he da 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 da. Sometimes it's kind of, and that's not even a bad flaw, right? That's not even a bad flaw. But when you be like, oh no, I think he's perfect. Like, why would your family go to a potential and lie and say that you're perfect? So I feel like the same sense of you saying, why would my family talk bad? It's also, well, why would your family lie? And see, now I'm over here like, should I even want to be a part of this family? Because y'all just showed me y'all alive at the drop of a dime. So if he out here messing around, hey Martell cousin, how are you? If he out here messing around on me, then I know you're going to keep it fake as hell in my face like you've been keeping it fake from the beginning. Side eye for me. Okay, now I understand where you was going with this field, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Camille is crazy. She said she never said out if y'all up. 1,000. That's why I can't wait to get to the reunion. And I'm wondering if they spliced it and chopped it up to where, you know, she wasn't even responding to that in particular. Right. But I'm like, girl, if you responded to that saying that you did not say that you will F them up, you know, you a mother lie and you need to go back and watch the show. Girl, when Walter told, or you ain't gotta watch the show because I'll be going to rewatch shows, you know, so just go back and watch that piece, okay? Girl, when Walter told her family that she was from Virginia, I died. Child, exactly. And I was looking side eye like, you don't know this lady. You do not know this lady. Over here got this lady meeting your family like you really choosing her. Walter took the time out to not get to know nobody, but he probably know more about Mumin. I don't know what that was about, but I ain't like it. What's up, Vanessa? Loved how Sabrina took her roses as she walked away. And did y'all see the face? It was definitely cracked. He told me some call me. I said, call you? You need to call her because that's the issue right there. And she started laughing and said, yeah, of course I'll call you, honey, because we know your ass ain't going to call me. Girl, I holler. I said, come on. Cracked his face all the way down to the ground. Walter didn't even remember where Sabrina was from. Embarrassing. Said she was from Virginia. No, that's Mumin. Child. See, still got Mumin on the mind. Still got her on the brain, honey. I can't. Let's get more into who we about to talk about. Yeah, Frank. We still on Frank. Frank Cousins. Okay. So he brings both Mumin and Sydney to meet with the cousins. She asked about how she feels the cousin asked Sydney about how she feel about Frank having female friends. Sydney says, listen, I'm not a jealous woman, and he also puts me in a position to make me feel comfortable to where I don't have to question those type of friendships that he has. So she's not the jealous type, and all is well, right? So Sydney also tells them about her and Frank being so much alike and how she feels like they really understand each other because of that. Mumin walks in. Mumin is asked about children and if she wants them. Of course, she wants 3, maybe more. It depends. It changes as she gets older. Mumin asks questions of her own and wants to know what type of woman they think he needs. And they say that he needs a woman that pretty much understands. Okay, got it. Now the cousins, like I said, was definitely overhyping him by saying he is flawless and perfect. Girl, ain't nobody flawless and perfect. It just ain't nobody flawless and perfect, okay? The cousins like Sydney for her personality, but they like Mumin for the family values. And I feel like the family values is going to go way longer and way further in his life than the personality, right? So, especially if it's a personality that's exactly like his. I don't know. I mean, it could work and it could not work, you know? So there's that. Walter introduces Sabrina to his aunt and his sister. He don't really know Sabrina like that. And I put in all caps, laugh my ass off. He don't really no, he thought she was from Virginia, but of course she's from Seoul, Korea, or at least was born there. She tells them about her original attraction towards him. And she also talks about she asks the question about whether or not he's affectionate in his relationships. Now, I started looking at the aunt like, you lying too, ma'am, because she said that Walter was affectionate or is affectionate in his relationships. So in my head, I was like, are you lying too as well, ma'am? But then I had to think about it and I said, you know what? She said in relationships. When was the last time Walter been in a relationship? Exactly. So because he's not in a relationship could be the very reason as to why Sabrina is not getting the energy from him that she thinks that she should be getting. Right? Because they're not in a relationship. But I still feel like nothing's wrong with it. Like, let a woman know what she's getting herself into. Because I'm going to think how you are now is how you're going to be afterwards. Because also, I'm not only is that who you are, but I've made room for you to continue to be that person with me as if that's okay and it's not okay because that's not what I want. Right? I like affection. Hold my hand, hug me, kiss me, PDA, all of that. Excuse me. The fact that Walter messed up where she from was all I needed to know. I don't think Walter family saw it for Sabrina. The auntie definitely didn't. Okay, the auntie definitely did. When she asked that question, the auntie looked like she crossed her legs and said, "Oh no, not asking questions, honey." Sabrina said, "Yes, I do have questions. Okay, I do have questions. I want to know some things too, auntie." Auntie said, "Okay, then, girl, go ahead." Auntie was not featuring her. I don't think Walter family saw it for her. No one is perfect, but that is also coming from a child. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. She was young, right? She looked very young. Frank and Mumin look aesthetically good together, but Frank has player written all over him. Well, it looks like that could be the case because Mumin looked like she finna snap on him at the reunion. And Walter said in his confessional that he hadn't spoken to Sabrina since meeting the family, so he thought everything was good. That's the problem, sir. Ooh. That is definitely the problem. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think Walter had a problem with Sabrina being a stripper. He changed after learning that. Not really. It looked like he was happy about that. It looks like he was happy about that. And so much so to make his final decision. Like, even knowing that information, he still was like, she was still at his top, higher than Mumin was. I feel like he played Mumin to the left when they went to the cabin or wherever they went, on the retreat. That's what I was thinking. Let me see what else I can wrap up with Sabrina. They speak on kids. She had a daughter at 37 years old. She had says that she's been a single mom and she's been careful about who she brings around her daughter. And I don't blame her 1000%. Especially, I need to see if this is long term. Like, where we going with this? Because if we ain't going nowhere, then you're not going nowhere near my child. Like, what are we doing? Right. So I see nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, and that's pretty much that. That was really it that happened with them. And Walter said in his confessional, I think I read that one. Frankie Mumin looked. No, I read that one too. Let me see what else y'all saying down here in the chat. Okay, just based on that, I don't understand why y'all think why they still entertain each other. Walter wants kids and Sabrina does not. 1000%. I thought that was one of the reasons why Sabrina and the last Sean didn't entertain each other. But Sean was up and down about whether he wanted kids or not. Sabrina was clear that she didn't want any. So I thought that was one of the reasons why they stopped talking. So I don't know. Out here just wasting people's time. And to be honest, Walter knows he likes younger women. He knows Mumin was more his style, more his speed, more of what he wanted to do, right? Because Walter still think he young because he still be out here playing young boy games and stuff. That's why he wanted him a young woman so he could feel youthful or whatever. But maybe he was trying to do something different this season with this time with Sabrina. But I also feel like he had no choice maybe but to go with Sabrina. Because for sure, even though I felt like he made this decision, it was very clear because Mumin looked like she removed herself from the situation. Like, this ain't about me no more. That's on y'all. So whatever you want to do, go over there, but you're not going to continue to play me. That's what I was getting. Walter should be doing more now. You're courting the women. He's about the same age as Sabrina. Yikes. And still playing games. The Korean date was Sean. I think, yeah, it was. Frank and them shimmying shoulders definitely ain't perfect. They both wanted to make it to the end. I could see that because somebody said that Sabrina has been repeating the same thing for the past few episodes. Sabrina definitely wanted to make it all the way to the end. Absolutely. That's what she wanted. That's why she ain't say nothing. She had been feeling that way. She knew she should have removed herself, and she did it. She made it to the end. She got all of her checks. I can't even be mad, actually. She got all her coins, got paid for all her time for showing up, and decided to, be the winner for herself in the end and walked away. So, there's that. Dante, brother, and his friend, okay? So he brings Aisha over. All right. Aisha comes over. She tells them about her coming to the area and the reason why. You know, she was married for like, what, 12 years. And then shortly after that, when they divorced, I think she may have relocated and stuff, spent some time getting herself together, especially dealing with the fact that her children were affected by the divorce and stuff. So she wanted to take the time out to heal. And I think that's great. I think that was really great for her to go off and do and just, you know, really get her mind right and stuff. Because a lot of people don't do that. They'll be in a relationship for 10 years or something, take a break and then jump into a whole nother one, right? Well, really, they don't take a break. And when I say a break, I mean like maybe like a few months, if that. But I feel like you should take, like, if you've been with somebody for like 10 years or something, you really should take some time to yourself and really get to know yourself, because I feel like who you were that many years ago is definitely not who you are now. Your interests have changed, things about you have changed, all of that. So I feel like it was great that she gave herself 2 to 3 years to try to like find herself, reconnect with her children, as if she wasn't already connected, but you know, get even closer with her children. And yeah, go from there. So she tells them about her attraction for Dante and stuff. She loves the fact that he's funny and he listens to her. And I don't think she said this, but you know, and I have been giving Dante, you know, some heat because he does have 3 baby mamas, okay, 3 kids with 3 different women. But the fact that he realized and noticed, paid attention to how she was feeling at the retreat when she started going at it with Zadia. The fact that he noticed she was so upset and wanted to get her mind off of that, he was extremely attentive. Like, not only does he listen to you, but he pays attention, you know? So I thought that that was a good thing as well that Dante did. So, you know, I'm gonna give him credit for that. What else she said? She also goes on to talk about how she wants him to court her, though. Like, at the end of the day, baby, you're gonna court me. Thank you so much, Naturally Mar. Yes, dear hearts. Please be sure to like the video on your way in, okay? It is free 99 and we highly appreciate you. If you've been hanging out with us, and it's over 190 some of y'all, close to 200 people in the chat. If you've been hanging out, you've been enjoying the video, please feel free and be sure to hit that like button. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, she says she wants him to court her because she is a Southern woman. I'm sorry, y'all. 1 second. Hey, Trees265, what's going on? Thank you so much for hopping over on TikTok. Feel free to join the conversation over here on YouTube. Thank you. It's just a ponytail, girl. Thank you so much. It's just a ponytail. I don't even know what style. I just call it a ponytail. But thank you so much. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate it. Okay. So yeah. So she says that she wants him to pretty much be the person that's gonna work. All right. Be the one that's gonna work, pretty much come back, take care of the bills. So she's trying to have this traditional lifestyle. Now, who said they wanted that was married at first sight? They was married at first sight when old boy said that he want him a traditional wife, but he still like going to the strip clubs and stuff, and he want his wife to go with him too. Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, she says she's a Southern woman. She wants a man that's going to work, and she's going to be at home taking care of the home, right? She says that she's very independent, but she wants a man who's going to be able to step in and take care of things. And I can understand that. Okay. You want a man to be a man, play a man's role, right? I can get in on the back end if I need to. Like, I'm only here to support you if you're overloaded or whatever, but I want you to be able to step up and take the lead on stuff. So, you know, there's that basically. Right. So then she also says that she wants to live in her feminine energy. Okay, cool. She also goes on to say that she'll take a bill or two. And his brother was like, okay, so what about 50-50? She was like, I mean, I'll do, a bill or two, like I said, but I'm not doing 50-50. Okay, he gonna take care of the household. And it seems like Dante is willing to adjust for that, for Aisha. If that's something Aisha wants, he's willing to adjust. Okay, I said, all right then, Dante, that's what you're doing. Okay. Okay then. So there's that. I actually like Dante and Aisha. I feel like they actually have a real connection in comparison to the connections that we have seen across the board. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I loved Aisha's response. This is something that is happening in many relationships. Women can hardly be in their femininity because we busy leading, making decisions, taking care of households, etc. I agree, Toyomi. I agree. I don't see too much wrong with that, especially when she's been independent. She knows how to be independent. She also knows how to fill in and be there for him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like she just gonna be a woman that's at the house taking care of the house and don't know how to do SHI or T, or don't know how to bring in money into the household or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, right. I ain't covering no rent or mortgage. LOL. I'll do a little water or electric bill. Hilarious. I love how Aisha is authentic. I agree 100%. Dante and Aisha is keeping it honest. That honest communication is a love language. I love it. I love it. And I also, what I really like too, is the fact that she's able to keep it honest, and he doesn't make her feel crazy for doing that or anything. It's like, okay, that's what you want. I'm willing to adjust myself to meet you there so that we can, you know, I feel like he's already compromising in a sense, right? So yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at that at all. I think Aisha will contribute. She owns a hair salon, so you know she makes money. And you know what else? Reality show binger. I feel like even though she wants to live in her femininity and she wants to be at the house and make sure the house is good and wants him to take care of things, I feel like Aisha strikes me as a person that also is not going to want to not have her own money. So she's still going to probably have some clients. I think she will probably decrease in size. Yeah, so she'll be able to, she'll decrease in clientele so that she'll be able to spend the time with her family as needed. But I think she's still going to make sure she has enough clients to be able to have her own money. And you know what I'm saying? Or her backup money or whatever we want to call it, right? Thank you so much, Vanessa. I appreciate all the compliments, guys. I told y'all I'm going to a baby shower later today. It starts at 2:00, so I gotta, you know, jet out at 1 right after the ladies who list. But I feel like we're gonna have some interesting conversation, right? So I might go over just a tad bit, but you know, your girl gonna have to scoot out. All right. Aisha wants him to cover everything financially, but he has 3 families to care for. So not sure how that will work. Yes. It could work. I don't know if it's gonna work as him being a trainer. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna work as him being a trainer. He's gonna have to go get him a good corporate job or something, or he's gonna have to start charging more for his training sessions, or he's gonna have to go out and get some corporate deals with some companies or something like that to where he can get a good incentive if he trains their employees or some shit. He gonna have to get strategic. Get real strategic. And maybe he's not a trainer, because he looked like with that masseuse table, maybe he does, you know, massages and stuff. But whatever it is, he gonna have to come up with something. Okay, he gonna have to come up with something to make that work. We'll see though. I want to know how things have been going with them. Between them, there will be at least 5 kids. They both have to, what? Where did it go? Oh, there you go. Okay. Between them, there would be at least 5 kids. They both have to contribute. It is what it is. We can all have wants, but then we have reality. That is facts. That is facts. I felt like Aisha was saying that she wanted Dante to take care of the bills and she would take care of him sexually. Ooh. Now, see, I didn't take that. I took that she was going to be at the house cooking and cleaning. Okay? Cardi, unlike Cardi said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring, okay? But I thought she was going to be at home cooking and cleaning. But I feel like that will go without saying. Sometimes I don't think men really want traditional women. It just sounds good. I started off a traditional woman, and that ish got annoying to me and the hubs. Of course, I can see that. I ain't a traditional about me. I am a modern woman. Whatever that modern is, this me. Okay, I'm not going to be doing all this. I'm not. Thank God my man knows how to cook and does not mind cooking. And I actually prefer it that way. I be like, I wash the dishes. That's what I did last night. I was like, I wash the dishes. That was cook. I don't feel like standing up here on my goddamn feet up here cooking. You were like, that's fine. I was like, okay, cool there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, sometimes I don't think, I think I read that was just now. He already take care of his own house and bills. What's the difference? The kids, I think that's what people are saying. I think that's the only difference. But I also think that Aisha kids are older than his. I feel like his kids are way younger. Her kids probably closer to being out the house or closer to going to get a job themselves. You know? He said in the tone of what she needs in the beginning and him signing up for it. He'll find a way to get the money to provide. That's what it sounds like he's willing to do. He's willing to make that work for her. until I guess it don't work for him. Yikes. What's up, everybody over on TT? Thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to join in on the conversation over here on YouTube as well. Okay, so let's go on and let's talk about Phil and Sydney, because she meets the aunt and she meets the cousin. Sydney tells them that she loves that he is really protective. She made sure to bring attention to the protectiveness, guys. And she says that he has a quiet strength about himself. But she also says that he's really talkative because he keeps her on the phone for like 2 to 3 hours. And it don't seem like Sydney like that. But Sydney, you strike me as a person that like to talk a lot too. So I would have thought you would have been okay with it. But okay, so she tells them that about Frank. So it goes on to be a conversation about Frank because they wanted to know where she is with the other guy. But my thing is, I thought it was going to go into a conversation where all she do is talk about Frank, right? I thought it was going to be just like Frank. And I was like, Sydney, don't go down this road, girl. But she wrapped it up. You know what I'm saying? She brought it back home. Like me and Frank, we have so many similarities. We got a lot in common. But at the end of the day, this is calmness. This is peace. I said, oh, okay, then, Sydney, girl. I guess I don't know what Sydney see and feel, but they are not my eyes. I am not the beholder. But either way, good luck. Okay, that's what Sydney like. What else? She says that she's feel a lot, but she's unsure about Frank. Okay, Phil tells his family that he thinks she's real and that he's seeking a woman that will speak life into him. And when he's having a hard day, she's gonna be able to speak life into him, build him up, pick him up. And he feels like she's already done that, especially with the situation regarding Shiloh. Okay, I think that's where he's getting it from. So, yeah, there's that. Let me see. There's that with the Sydney. Sydney act like she knows him so well, but it has only been about a month. But okay, you know, Sydney lives in La La Land. Sydney is in La La Land. Sydney, I can tell you right out the gate, is an extreme hopeless romantic. That's what that is. And Phil, he got away with the ladies and he keeping it real, okay? Your favorite little study buddy, he know the deal. He's definitely giving. He's a smart guy. So he knows how to, you know, connect with the ladies, I suppose. Those pics on his fridge look like his kids are younger. Yeah, I think he said they were younger, or somebody said they were younger. I'm so glad Sabrina didn't fall for Walter's whack self. True. Well, I think she chose him because she truly didn't want any more kids, and he already has kids, so probably satisfied with not having more. Bada bing, bada boom. I can see that, Elite. I definitely can see that 1000%. And I also can see her changing her mind and having maybe one more as she falls for him more and more. But we'll see. He probably don't want no more. I wouldn't be trying to have no baby mama number 4. I wouldn't. Y'all got enough, okay? Don't be trying to round up to 6, honey. Let it be what it is all the way. Can a man pay less child support based off the new husband's income? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know, though. I don't know. I would think not. I would think it's only about the 2 parents. It would be about that, what that man makes versus what the woman makes. So if she's a stay-at-home mom and the husband the one that's working, then the baby daddy will still have to provide for his child in the household, because the judge may be like, it's unfair for this man who's not the father of that child, although standing in the place of while in the household having to provide for your child, and you just scape out on things. I don't think it's gonna be less. I think it's still gonna be the same. If not more, if she ain't got no job, child, she knows he's aware that she is out of his league, so she'll be able to get what she wants from him. Sydney is a child, and I hate that she leads with her body first. Why she? Listen to me. I wasn't tripping too much about the outfit she wore to meet the mamas as I was tripping about the outfit she wore when it came down to the decision. I said, girl, what the fuck do you have on? What is this? Where do you be making your choices for your clothing? And then some of her hairstyles I don't like either. You know, I love the curly on her, but when she be having the ponytail, it doesn't help. It doesn't compliment her face is what I'll say. It doesn't compliment her face at all. And she always wears like the braided ponytail. It doesn't compliment her. I love the curly styles on her, and I think the straight hair is very pretty too. But anyway, girl, let me stop talking about that lady. Okay. It is what it is. Let's keep going. So, Walter and Sabrina. Walter goes to give Sabrina and says that he chose her. Hilarious. Sabrina tells him that it's nice that he chose her, but she hasn't chosen him because throughout their time, she has felt like she was coming second to someone else. All right. So because of that, she's made a decision to go ahead and skip out on the plug. And that's when he ended up, she grabs her flowers or whatever. She was like, hopefully we'll talk, in the future. He was like, yeah, call me. That's why we're here. Did you still not hear what she just damn said to you? That's why we're here now, sir. We're in this moment now because of that. Okay. And then she says, oh yeah, of course I'll call you because we know it's not going to call me. And I was just chuckling. It was funny, definitely chuckling the way she grabbed them flowers and she strutted and walked on off. I want Sabrina to try a different hair color though. I'm not even going to lie. I know she do the blonde and stuff. I want her to just change her hair color just one time. I don't know what color though. Maybe a softer blonde than that brighter blonde. I just want her to change it. But Walter, that's what you get. That's what you get. You thought you was out here gonna be able to play the game and play the field and do what you want to do, and then you ended up getting played at the end of the day. Right? So I was very pleased with the decision of Miss Sydney, girl. I was cool. All right. What's going on, everybody, over on TikTok? Feel free to come over and join the conversation over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Link is in the bio, or you could just type in the name that you see above. Walter wants to be chased. Sabrina is not the only woman who said Walter doesn't call or call back. I don't like that energy. And I'm so glad that she skipped out on that because I dated somebody like that. He wasn't like as responsive or whatever. And when I told him about himself and I just was like done, we didn't talk for like a month. And then he came back around and my stupid self allowed him back in. And we continued to date for like 2 years until we broke up, So it was kind of like, dang, I wish I would have listened to myself like the 2 years prior and not talked to you. I mean, he definitely tried to improve, I will say, in those 2 years. He definitely tried to improve and started to, talk to me more and do more. But at the end of the day, it still went nowhere. The situation didn't grow. It didn't go anywhere. So that's why I felt like, dang, I wish I would have just left the shit where it was a long time ago. So I'm glad that she got to that place where she was able to be like, baby. Let me choose me and my child, and I'm gonna go head on because you're already showing me what it is. So I think Sydney is too wild and too much for Phil, but maybe they can balance each other out. She's wild and crazy, judging from her lives, and Phil is mellow and chill. I wonder if those type of opposites are the ones that are going to attract. We shall see. I don't know if they fully dating exclusively. That's why I'm looking forward to the reunion to see how is this actually going to go. What else we got? Sydney and Phil. While we're speaking on Sydney and Phil, first thing I put, Phil, where the fuck is your haircut? Where the fuck was your haircut? You can use the pandemic all you want to, baby. Where was the haircut? It looked a mess. If you're finna go and tell this woman, like, yo, I want to be with you, I choose you, get your haircut. Period. And then Miss Sydney, what the did you have on? Why? Why did you choose to wear that? I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. But anyway, so Sydney meets with Phil and he lets her know, Phil lets Sydney know that, listen, I'm going to choose you. She's like, okay, cool. Here's the thing. You give me butterflies, all I'm thinking about is Michael Jackson when I hear this. But anyway, you give me butterflies and yeah, I like you. I want to be with you too, whatever. And they kiss. I was cringing. Wasn't she also? I feel like Sydney was the only woman on the show that was kissing people on the lips. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. And then she goes sit up there and tell her dad she ain't kissed all 10 of them. Girl, you kissed two too many. Okay? 1, 2 too many. You didn't sat up here and you didn't kiss what was the man name? Frank. And you sat up here and you didn't kiss what's his name? Phil. So I didn't like that. I'm like, girl, keep your lips off these people. Kiss them on the cheek. This man ain't your man officially for real, is he? Right. Phil looked like he was running late for work and just splashed some water on his face. Yikes. Or Phil at least brush it down and put a wave cap Put a wave cap on. Brush it down, put a wave cap on, and let them waves form, honey. Barbershop, please. All the men with hair. First of all, how does the whole production on set and y'all not getting these people hair trimmed? Like, that's the least that y'all can do. That's the least that y'all can do, Ready to Love, with this production. Okay, I know y'all be trying to do stuff cheap, pay people pennies on a dollar. All right, and y'all probably be pocketing most of the money or whatever, especially these casting agencies, but that's a different story. But anyway, girl, listen. The least y'all can do is bring in some people that's going to be willing to cut these folks' hair. Okay? That's all we ask. I don't care if it is a pandemic. Honey, cut their hair. Because he looked a mess. And tidy up the ladies' wigs a little bit sometimes. Tidy them up. Y'all be want to have so much of a high standard for our black shows and be like, oh, how we're going to conduct ourselves and how we're going to be like this and how we're going to that. Make sure people are presentable. Okay? That's another thing you can also do to show our image to look good. Make sure we look presentable on TV, honey. Because whatever feel was given, who was the person on set that was supposed to be wardrobe? Okay, because when you saw them white knots or whatever in the back of the man's head, you should have went over there and say, Phil, give me 1 second. Cut. Can we get? Oh, let me get that real quick. Okay, now I don't know if reality works completely different than film, but at the end of the day, everybody has a cut, and everybody has that's a wrap. All right, so somebody should have stepped in. That was and cleaned that up just a little bit. Okay. What else we got? Let's get to Frank. First of all, Mumin, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can talk about Mumin all y'all want to say. Mumin look good. When she walked down with that split showing a little bit and a whole lot of a thigh, I said, ooh, Mumin look good. I said, if Frank saying he not finna choose her, I said, I bet you he thinking, dang, I should have chose her in that moment. And if he is saying that he gonna choose her, I know he like, dang, she look good. Because she did. She did. I loved her little cute little outfit she had on. I was like, okay, Mumin, girl, we see you give him a little thigh. Put it out there a little bit. So, yeah, she goes, she sits with him, links with him. He tells her, listen, I made a decision. I'm really happy with my decision. And my decision is that I choose you. Right. So she was happy. She starts laughing and stuff. And she was like, so you ready to go to church with me? And he was like, yeah. And she laughing. And he's like, no, seriously, like, I'm serious about that. In addition to that, I don't want to just be the man for you. I want to be the right man. And I was like, look at Frank knowing everything to say. We're going to hold you to that. And we're going to see what it's really talking about once we get to the reunion. Okay. Yeah, we're going to see. Hopefully he honors his word. And I'm hoping that she's probably upset with him about something different. I don't know. But it's not giving that. It's not giving that. But at the end of the day, they kissed, honey. And they're together. They chose each other at the end of the day. What y'all saying about Mumin? She looked good, but that dress and shoe color didn't go together. Yikes. Like, they were cute separately. Would have loved her look without different color shoes. Gotcha. Okay. I really like Mumin. She is a Barbie doll. The reunion was saying something different with Mumin and Frank. It was definitely saying something different. Let us pray, girl. I like Mumin's dress, but not the shoes. Okay. And Mumin knows how to work her body and angles. Okay. Mumin, call me, girl. Teach me the body angles, okay? Somebody, okay? TikTokers, influencers, somebody call me because I don't know my angles yet, y'all. I be trying to learn my angles, okay? I don't know. Especially like when it's just like selfie angles. I be trying to learn. But anyway, yeah, she looked good, but I did like the shoes with that dress. Frank was crazy, making it seem like Sydney is better looking than Mumin or whatever he said. What? No, he didn't. I love Mumin's dress, but the shoes. So everybody said the shoes was trash, Miss Mumin. But the color was gorgeous on her. Love the color. Love the color. Loved it. She looked so cute. I loved it. Loved it. That's the short answer. Just loved it. Okay. So Dante and Aisha. Okay. Dante chose Aisha and he says that she was unexpected. Because y'all know initially they didn't start this journey with it being just them. He was focused on Zadia at one point. Zadia started to play him to the left, and it gave room for Aisha to slide right on in that thing. So she ended up sliding in there, and they made a strong connection. And here it is, and she's really happy with him, right? So they chose each other, and I feel like that's that is the latest connection and the most shocking connection because I didn't really see it coming. And the realest connection to me out of everybody that came together on the cast. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a sexual chemistry or sexual energy. Maybe that's what it is, but it looks more real than what everybody else was presenting to us, right? And I feel like with Frank it's hard to believe the genuineness of the relationship or the genuineness he has for Newman because he was so tied up in Sydney. And when it comes to Phil, it just don't look like he's her type at all. And then he also was tied up with Shiloh, so he didn't know what it is that he wanted to do. And honestly, Sydney, I feel like he didn't know, as much as he didn't know what he wanted to do with Shiloh, I feel like he kind of about didn't know what he wanted to do with you either. So technically, you got him by default the same way that what's that lady name? Sabrina got Walter. Because old girl decided to remove herself. I don't know. I want to hear y'all thoughts about that. But that's what I'm getting, okay? Walter and Sabrina. So he gives her this speech and lets her know that he chooses her. And Sabrina came to her senses, okay? And I know we already pretty much talked about this. She realized that he isn't the guy for her. She said that for weeks throughout this journey, she had to deal with his inconsistency. So that has been a problem for her, okay? She decided to end the journey. And I was happy that she did because one, I didn't want to see them together no way as the season progressed. And two, she knew he wasn't the one for her. She knew he wasn't that into her. And especially as this dating process went on. So she decided to just go ahead and peace out. So I will say this. I'd rather, now that I think about it, Sabrina have done it the way that she did it instead of eliminating herself earlier in the season because so many people had already eliminated themselves, right? So I ain't mad at her. She did what she did. And what else we learned about next week is when it comes to the reunion, Nephew Tommy not even hosting it. How do we feel about Nephew Tommy not hosting? I don't know how I feel yet. I feel like I need to see the reunion and how this young lady hosts. And I can't think of her name. And I hate that because I've seen her do other things as well. And she's not bad at her job. But I don't know if I've seen her host a reunion. I can't recall. But I'm going to have to see how she conducts this reunion to really know whether or not I feel like, oh, great, I'm glad they replaced him. Right. So, yeah, there's that. I definitely wonder why he chose not to be the person to sit amongst the cast. Was he sick or something like that? Or what was it? Because it only makes it right for him to be the one to host the reunion. And you know what's crazy? When Sydney says, can somebody put this guy in let me go back. It only makes sense for Nephew Tommy to host the reunion because number one, he's who we've been seeing from the beginning. And number two, he's the person that meets with all of the people throughout the show. So it only makes sense that he's the one to host the reunion. In addition to that, when it comes to Sydney saying, would y'all tell this guy to, would one of y'all check him and shut him up? Sounds like she was talking to Naeem. Not sure. We'll see because y'all know how they chop and splice. But at the end of the day, we know she was talking about a guy that she wanted to shut up. Now, I feel like if Nephew Tommy was sitting there, he would have checked the guy and got him in his place. And I don't know if the woman is going to be able to do that and if she's going to be respected enough for them to listen to her, checking them, telling them to be the hell quiet. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Nephew Tommy at times have held the guys accountable at the reunion. And I don't want that to be a missed opportunity at this particular reunion. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Tanika was on Extra. That's what it was. And she went to Spelman. Oh, nice. Okay. That's what's up. So Tanika Ray, that may be her name. I always knew her face and I could not think of her name. I hope that the new host can call them on their bull. And that's my thing too. I don't like it. Tommy was involved in what happened. What you mean involved in what happened? If she watches the show, then I'm okay with it. But if she never watched it, that's another thing because they don't know the right questions to ask, right? When somebody has been watching the show, they know how to follow up. They know what to ask. They know what to dive into. They're not just fed content or fed words or questions by way of production, right? It hits different when you've watched the show. I prefer to have Tommy host. That woman was from MTV, but we needed Tommy. Yeah, or even, y'all let me know. I wouldn't even be mad if it would have been Rashid and what's the girl he's dating? I want to call her Sabrina, but I don't think that's her name. Is her name Sabrina too? What's the lady's name that was on Ready to Love? What was it? Up season 3, 4, something like that? Rashid and the woman that he's dating now. I wouldn't have minded if one of them would have probably came on and hosted, since they are the ones that I see heavily review the show as well. So I feel like before the opportunity went to I'm not going to say that. I was going to say before the opportunity went to an outsider, I feel like it would have been good to see. I feel like it would have been good to see somebody from the previous seasons, right, to just host the show, but then they may not have the experience. But with all these actors you've had come on the show, somebody got the experience, okay? So, yeah, there's that. But I'm about to go ahead, guys. People over on TikTok, feel free to come on over to YouTube and join in on the conversation. I'm about to hop off of Ready to Love, end both lives, and then I'm going to be coming back with my review for Ladies Who List Atlanta, because, girl, it was good, and we got to talk about some things. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. If you enjoyed the content, please feel free and be sure to hit the subscription button as well. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. See you in a bit.